short time ago, the United States military began major combat operations in Iran.
On February 28, USA and Israel jointly launched strikes on Iran, and Iran's supreme leader was killed.
Iran's formerly supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, is dead.
They framed this as an attempt to stop the Iran's nuclear program, but the International Atomic Energy Agency found no evidence of Iran actually making a nuclear program.
I'll say it again, they can never have a nuclear weapon.
Within hours, Iran has retaliated by launching ballistic missiles on Israel and nearly 27 US bases in the Middle East. Within hours, this became a regional war. You see, USA's military capacity is so huge that Iran cannot win a war directly. One of the reports highlight the difference in the budgets and also the troops of USA and Iran. If we see the military capacity, it is over 21 lakh troops in the USA, but whereas the Iran has almost less than 50% of it. And the nuclear missiles, we already know Iran has 0 nuclear missiles, whereas the US has more than 4K nuclear missiles. Now, this is where Iran had made a strategic move, that is, blocking the Strait of Hormuz. What is Strait of Hormuz, and why is the internet screaming about this? And especially, why is Mr. Trump pressurizing the Iran to open the Strait of Hormuz? Come, let's break it down. The Strait of Hormuz is a natural narrow waterway which is in between the Persian Gulf and the Oman on the other side. Through this tiny waterway, 1/5 of the global energy trade happens, that is nearly 20%, which is actually huge. You see, the narrowest part of this Strait of Hormuz is just about 33 kilometers wide. And the shipping lanes are even more narrower, just about 3.1 kilometers wide. And that is why this is considered as the choke point of the global economy. Some of the largest oil and natural gas producers are in the Persian Gulf, and the importers being some of the world's largest economies like India, Japan, South Korea, and China. About 90% of the trade from the Gulf goes through this Asia. Hence, one conflict, one tension in the Strait of Hormuz can shake the economies of the world. Now, how does this blockage affect the entire economy? The traffic near the Hormuz almost went down by 95%, and most of the oil transport has been stopped to all these Asian countries. The results of this being the Brent crude oil price has increased by 55%. The oil price was about $70 per barrel before, and now after these tensions, it rose to $110 per barrel. Sometime it even peaked to $125 per barrel. And the price of fertilizers has increased because oil is majorly used in fertilizers, and this indirectly affects our food supplies. Inflation fears increased, markets crashed, even gold prices fell due to this war and chaos instability. Now, this became the biggest energy shock since the 1970s oil crisis. But can the world really avoid Hormuz? Let's see. One of the alternatives to the Strait of Hormuz, which was proposed previously, is a $200 billion project called Musandam Canal. Now, this passes through the Oman's Musandam Peninsula. You know, this is not a straight desert or a straight road. The Musandam Peninsula has rugged topography where the mountain ranges can even range up to a height of 6,500 feet, which makes it very complex to crush, to blast, also to move. Crude oil and natural gas are carried in the VLCCs, so-called very large crude carriers, which are about 300 meters long, and they require a depth of 25 meters to pass. Constructing a canal this huge in a complex rugged topography like the Musandam Peninsula is easy on paper, but practically it's engineeringly impossible. Apart from the Musandam Canal, we have several bypasses. One major is the East-West pipeline that travels from Bahrain to Yanbu, which can carry about 7 to 8 million barrels per day, which is actually the savior right now. The other one is the Abu Dhabi crude oil pipeline from Habshan to Fujairah, can carry about 1.7 million barrels per day, which together doesn't make a fraction of what the Hormuz does. So there is no real backup for Hormuz. Is the Strait of Hormuz completely closed? No. In a recent interview, the Iran's foreign minister stated that Strait of Hormuz is open to its friends and not to its enemies.
از کشورهای دیگه میخوان
They are asking other countries to come and help them so that the Strait of Hormuz remains open,
تنگه خود
which, of course, from our perspective, it is open.
فقط
It is only closed to our enemies.
Indian vessels like Shivalik and Nanda Devi reached India along with some other Chinese and Pakistan vessels.
Two Indian ships, Shivalik and Nanda Devi, crossed the Straits of Hormuz and are now headed to ports in India.
In this fourth week of war, USA has issued a 48-hour ultimatum to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, else it would attack the Iran's power grids. Now, Iran responded by saying that the Hormuz would be completely closed if USA attacked its power grids. Even USA, being one of the world's largest oil producers, is still feeling the pressure because in today's world, no country is truly energy independent. Now let's see how India is prepared for this. Number 1, strategic oil reserves. Roughly, India has a storage capacity of about 5.33 million metric tons at Visakhapatnam, Mangaluru, and Poduru. Expansion at Chandikol and Poduru under phase 2 will add 6.5 million metric tons of storage, which aims to reduce the supply disruption amid the high import dependence. Number 2, Russian oil. Amid the conflicts in the Middle East and reduced sanctions by USA on the Russian oil, this would be the next best alternative for India. One of the long-term solutions is the Mission Samudra Manthan. It aims to reduce the dependence of imports of oil and natural gas by exploring the marine fields through deep sea explorations. Also, the International Energy Agency has given a 10-point plan to cut the oil use. For example, utilizing more electric vehicles, reducing the private transport and increasing the public transport, etc. The attacks on February 28 is not just a strike. It is the beginning of global supply chain crisis. Wars these days are not fought with missiles. Instead, they are fought with oil, trade routes, choke points, etc. And in 2026, one narrow passage proved that it can shake the entire world. Comment your opinion on this topic, and for more such simplified content, please subscribe to the channel.